Hey, human. The name is J Real. If you didn't know me already. Don't like wasting time, so let's just get right into it. This is what I'm gonna give you all today. You coming from a party, or you coming from seeing a friend. You coming from someplace. It's like 9:45, and you got a ride. The ride drop you halfway home because they couldn't go inside there because they're not living on that side, and they have more people going on the side that they're living in, the area that they live in. So you decided to walk because where they drop you is not that far from your home. It's distance, walking distance. So you decide to walk. Now here's the thing: whilst you walking, you pass a couple of pole lights as usual. So everything's lighting up. They're not so pitch dark. After all, it's 9:45, and it's not in the Christmas time, because here in St. Lucia in Christmas time, by the time you see 6 o'clock, you'd say probably 7 or 8 o'clock already. But it's not Christmas time where the year is started fresh back, so we maybe like in March or something like that or whatnot. Yes, you're walking on your way. After a while, you notice that you're hearing another footstep in your mind. Who's that? You turning left, you turning right. You're not seeing anyone. So you say, okay, you continue walking, and you reach by two other junction, one on the side, on the left, one on the other side, but the road is still straight. You walk in the straight road, but there is a junction on the left, a junction on the right. You see some people in the distance. You can make up their face, but they're there underneath the pole light. They chatting, they talking, young people just like you. So you say, okay, you continue walking, then you start hearing it. Then to your surprise, when you turn to look behind, you're still hearing the footstep heavy, but you're not seeing the person. So your mind tell you, don't turn your head all the way. Don't turn your head all the way. So don't turn it all the way front. So you had it, so then you see nothing. So you decided to do that. And your mind just tell you to look down on the road. When you look down, you see your shadow, and then you see there's another shadow there. So it was like, maybe you hallucinating or something. You only have one shadow. If there's another shadow, there must be somebody else there, but you just finished turning around. You're not seeing, you don't see anybody there. So you're watching again, you see the shadow kind of passing you and your shadow. You see it passing your shadow walking. What would you do? God, I would like to tell you, saying this thing, just saying this, what that came to mind there just kind of freaks me out a little bit, just a little bit, because after all, I believe they have supernatural things around. I believe we're not the only ones here, but that's another story. So you see the shadow passing your shadow and passing you as well, and it continue. What would you do? Me, I would stand up right there and I'll watch it. I'm not saying a thing because sometimes I might be a little bit surprised. Spooky enough to run, I might not. But I would stay right there, I would look at it. And it never said anything, nothing, it just continued walking like more, it was in a rush. You really wasn't in a rush because you could have still see people on different sides of the road a little bit further. So tell me, what would you do? Like I said, I would have stayed at the same place, and the shadow just continue walking. I would have looked at, and then when it reached a little bit further, it would just disappear in the distance. I probably would have froze there for a while, wipe my eyes to see if I really seen that, and then look again and see that, and then be like, probably I would have believed what I believe even more. Tell me, what would you all do, guys? Because I think some people would freak out. They'll probably run back from where they came from, or run back towards the road, the path that had people in it, and tell people to come and drop her home or whatever. Not knowing them, they probably would have screamed. People would have probably seen, and then when they tell them that, people would have been freaked out. They would have said, you probably seen things, you already know some Lucians, you already know Lucians. And when you give them that story, they're like, maybe that girl losing her mind or something. I don't know. But guys, what would you all do if that type of thing happened to you? that just came to my mind when I was preparing to make a video yesterday, this video actually, and all how I try to film it is like always has some type of interruption, so I decided to do it this morning. So yes guys, it's pretty noisy as you can hear. The dogs are barking and all, but yeah, what would you do with that? This is the hectic story. It got me crazy just thinking about it. I just had to put it out there. So basically, I'm asking you all a question today. What if? What if you're coming from a party and this happened to you? Or it could be more. Or do y'all out there have a what if moment that happened to you? Let me know. So underneath the comment section, you can write if you had some crazy what if moments for me, because I know a lot of people have seen and heard a lot of things, but we we don't want to pretend like things have never happened to anyone, because it have a lot of humans have seen and heard a lot of things, being on their own, you know, doing your own thing when you don't always have people around you. Late hours, you take a risk to go certain places, and then you had that what if moment, or that I have seen moment, or whatever it is. Let me know here. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll leave you all on that note. Stay blessed, peace, and later.